But to be honest, there's all these cars have Wi-Fi now. Cars have all these apps. When I was I remember being a kid in the car and
you were bored to death. You hope they crashed the fucking car.
At
You were
most,
like, please crash the car.
My favorite. My mom had a station wagon. It had that back seat. We've talked about it before. That was better than a movie for kids. Like, I used to be so jealous when I was a teenager, because when I was a teenager, those screens in the back seats started coming out, and I was like, "Mother, that would have been great as a kid." But I don't know.
Dude, I remember being in the back seat, right? You try to get the truckers to like honk their horn, or me and my friends would like be back there pretending that we're smoking cigarettes, like, and then like the other drivers would be like, "Those kids are putting something in there," and it's just like paper and. I can't remember the last time I was bored, because there's so much, as an adult, there's so much to do. And then with all the technology and stuff, there's no downtime of when you're a kid, you literally would see how far you could kick a can, on the way home from school or something.
And I mean, kind of going back, obviously not the Bobby Mendez type, but you spent a lot of time, but you both have spent a lot of time on the road. Now, then you had to drive from gig to gig, and you'd be talking with people. Now you're flying, you're getting picked up, and you go to the hotel. It must be a very different experience. It must affect the way you do comedy.
It definitely does. Listen, in 1999, I thought I was going to be Bobby Mendez.
Were you? At a certain point? Yeah.
Absolutely. I should have been headlining, but I was still featuring. Headliners were telling me to knock it off. Mm-hmm. You got to slow down. You can't talk to the audience. I mean, it was just ridiculous. And I got off the road, and miraculously, I met my wife. And the odds changed. I had to pay rent. I had to do all this shit now, and I had to pay it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? These are things you got to do. And now I went out, and I had to come home with an amount. You follow me?
Yeah.
You go out, you got to come home with an amount. It's not like in the old days, Lee. I mean, I'm not kidding you. I would get $700 for 9 shows at the Improv, Tuesday through Sunday. I would take $100 draw every fucking night, a gram of blow and a bag of weed.
So there's no money left.
There's no money left. I was basically doing a gig for $200, and I would cut corners at every level. I would eat at the club. I'd take food home at night from the club. I'd steal beers from the club. Everything I did was around the fucking club in those days, and they didn't give a fuck.
I can't imagine making $700 a week and spending 5 of it on coke.
5 of it on going out. You're in a city.
Anything. I can't.
Okay, you land in a fucking city. You land in Milwaukee for the first time.
Right.
To some people, Milwaukee doesn't seem like a big thing. To me at that time, I thought I was in fucking Hollywood, okay?
That's true.
I don't care what state I was in. I was in fucking Hollywood.
You're on the road,
It's very hard to describe.
Yeah, you're like, I'm being paid to be a comic.
To be a
people,
comic,
I'm on the
okay?
road, I'm on tour. So, it's a little delusional.
If you're on the road, Darren and I don't do it. It's not our lifestyle. But Bert Kreischer, for example, Bert Kreischer should be going into every city and selling out from Wednesday to Sunday. Because if I had that type of alcoholic stamina, that I could go out 6 nights a week straight and drink with people after the... First thing I do is land in town and go get a fucking $50 steak. That's where the word spreads. Mm-hmm. That's the gossip column. Okay? That's the gossip column.
Do you cause a scene at the restaurant? Or?
No. You act like a gentleman. You don't fucking cause a scene.
Not cause a scene, but...
No. Assholes cause a scene.
Yeah, what's up, Milwaukee?
Yeah. Some guy comes in and he has a fur. No. You just go in the back, sit. If the tip is 20, give him 40. Because that 40 is your fucking... Listen, you could give him 40, or you could give a PR director $3,000 a month. And guess whose word's going to spread quicker when you give a waiter a 40?
The waiters?
Yeah. He's going to tell everybody in that bar that Lee Syatt came in for dinner.
This guy's a cool comedian. Check him out.
The guy from The Longest Yard. The guy from fucking the Church of What's Happening Now. You gave him 40 fucking bucks. That 40 bucks is fucking gold. Because he's telling everybody, you came in tonight, you're a funny guy, blah, blah. And now people are going to go, he took care of my friend. I'm going to go down there and pay the 20 and watch him. You're going to get 8 or 9 tickets sold just by fucking him. You going in there and dropping the 40, going up to the bar, having a beer, dropping another 10 at the fucking bar. That's public relations. And that's what I can't do that no more.
Right.
I can't sit at a bar. I don't drink. I feel like a fucking asshole drinking a soda with a fucking lemon in it. And I can't even do that. It tastes like dick to me, a soda. You know what I'm saying? Like every once in a while I got a sudden urge for a Coke. But beside that, if I don't want a Coke, I drink water now. I don't know why. I just, the people telling me how bad diet soda was, so I just stayed away from it.
Right.
But it's very hard. 20 years ago? Oh, yeah. If I was doing the podcast 20 years ago, this would be huge because I'd just be drinking on here every fucking day and snorting Coke on camera and fucking getting out of here paranoid and turning off the camera because the cops were watching me. You know how many fucking people would watch that today? You have any fucking idea? Some some fat guy sweating, doing blow, pale, his shirt off. I'd take my shirt off, tits out.
You think you would do Coke on the podcast?
15 years ago? Fuck yeah. 10 years ago? I'd doing bumps on the podcast.
There'd be like two shows: the podcast show and
the Coke show.
And then the Coke show.
Why not at this point?
Guys, I'm scared to turn the mics off. I don't know what's outside those doors.
It's 2007 fucking thing. Any day now, some guy's gonna go on Periscope and start doing fucking blow and go the cops and turn it off.
Yeah.
That guy's gonna get 1 million fucking views a week. Okay.
Until he goes to jail.
No, he's not gonna go to jail. He's gonna do the last line on camera. Even if the cops kick the door down, he ain't got no Coke. They're gonna charge him with
video
the Coke
evidence.
Who gives a fuck? It's in his body. What are they gonna charge him with?
Yeah.
They'll find a way to fucking charge him, but still, just do a line of Coke. At the end of the night, after you're all coked up, the chick's there. She sucked your dick 3 fucking times.
On camera?
No, you're a Christian.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? You can't have your girlfriend suck your dick on camera, but they turn on the Periscope and she's there foaming from the mouth. You're there with a robe on. You're all creepy and shit. You know, you're like, America, good night, Joey here. And you do that last gagger and shut it off.
Come see me in Milwaukee.
Come see me in Milwaukee. And you shut that fucking Periscope off. You know how many people are going to come to your show and bring you Coke Rocks? You're the fucking hero. It's crazy. A different thing. You know, it's a different way of
life. So we were getting back to the difference between being on the road then and now, like between flying and all that.
Well, that's
they interrupted you.
Yeah, that, you know, you've had. I remember having that moment. Like, I did this college tour. There was 3 of us in a van, and we would just for 3 months we'd be gone. We'd do a whole semester, and you would drive all over the country. And I went to, you know, I grew up in California, so I was like you said, you're like, I've never been to like Pennsylvania, oh my God, Pittsburgh, you know, like Philadelphia, this is crazy, New York City, like, you know, just places I'd never been to before. But then I got to the point where I'm like, how am I ever going to have any kind of relationship? And like, and you know, I only did that for 3 months at a time. I did it for 1.5 years. You know, we take the summer off and stuff, but you just, and then you picture yourself like getting older and like, thank God I'm not, you know, I broke away from that.
We're going in like fucking Marines, you understand me?
Welcome to church, motherfucker.